All right. It says I'm live, but I'm a couple minutes, well, not a few seconds early. That's okay. Those few seconds are probably done by now. So, hello and welcome to Breathe, Relax, Recover. Just a reminder that these exercises and drills are not meant to diagnose or treat or cure any kind of illnesses. So, if you're not feeling well, go see your doctor and get yourself checked out. Also, it's really important to keep yourself safe when you're doing all these exercises. So I recommend you do these in a seated position or even lying down. And remember that it's your lungs and you're in control. So at any time you are feeling weird or dizzy or funky or anything at all that you don't like, you can just stop the drill and they're your lungs and you can breathe and take control of your own lungs and breathe at whatever your normal pace and rhythm is. Okay, so just remember that. The whole purpose here is to relax and recover and feel good and breathe. So if you're getting anxious or like some kind of any kind of negative effect, like because sometimes when we mess with our breath, it makes us feel a little bit weird. So if that's happening to you, just stop and breathe normal. Okay. I would suggest some kind of an assessment. So we'll do a couple different ones. So right now, just wherever you're at, go ahead and close your eyes and take a body scan. So think about, do I have any tension anywhere? If so, where? Do I have any pain? Am I warm, cold? How do I feel? That kind of stuff. And take note of that and kind of make a mental note of those conditions and where you're at. Another thing you can do is test some kind of range of motion. So the thing I've been doing recently is neck range of motion, left and right. And actually it's pretty good today. Usually it feels a little bit tense or tight going to the right, and it feels pretty good. It's a little bit tight, but not bad. Or you can check. Another one I like is internal internal rotation of an arm. So if you pick an arm and internally rotate and just see where it stops, don't hike your shoulder. I can make mine go further if I hike it, but if I just wherever it stops, and then look at something and line that up so you can see where you're at. You can also do external rotation back this way too. So either one's fine. Okay, so now I kind of have a baseline, right? So let's go ahead and do let's do the short inhale and the long exhale. So I'm gonna start with the count of 2 in and 4 out, okay? So yeah, get my head wrapped around what I'm doing here. Okay, so breathe it, let all the air out. Oh, wait, hold on. Tongue in the spot. I talk about that a lot. Make sure your tongue is in the spot. If you haven't heard me talk about that, you make an E sound with your tongue. So an E, and you hold that and keep the E and turn it into an N. So you go E, and then that's tongue in the spot. So it's up and back and not touching your front teeth. It's not down here in your jaws. It's high and up and back. Okay, so E, hold that. Now, when you do that, that's going to block off the airway for your mouth breathing and force you to breathe through your nose, which is exactly what I want you to do. Now, if your nose is stuffed up and you can't do that, go ahead and open your mouth up a little bit and breathe through your mouth. If people ask me, should my teeth be closed, touching or not? I don't care. Touching is fine, or just slightly open is fine for that E in position, okay? So tongue in the spot, belly breathing, getting breathing down. And it's not just belly breathing, it's three-dimensional breathing all the way around. We're going to work on that a little bit later on in today's episode. But try to breathe as low as you can. We'll do some work on trying to get that more specific here in a few minutes. But for now, just breathe as low and down. Try to think of breathing down, not up in your chest, but down in your belly, okay? So here we go. Exhale. And then breathe in for 1, 2, and exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. One more time. Inhale 1, 2. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Breathe normal. Reassess. All right, and see if anything's changed or just your body scan, okay? So I've been running around all day today, working outside, doing projects, and I have not been breathing well. So there's a bit of work for me to get through all this talking. So I'm going to be taking a few deep breaths here and there too. Okay, so let's go to 6. Now, if you can't do 6, just stick with your 4 and do your own count. Okay, so we're going to do 2 in and 6 out. So exhale, everything out. Breathe in for 1, 2, and exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2. Exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. Exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Couple more times. Inhale out for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more time. Inhale and then out for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And relax and breathe normal. Okay. Now, I say this every time, but if you're new and haven't heard this, there's 2 different ways to do that exhalation. You can just breathe out through your nose, like I kind of suggested. And that exhale is going to be slowly regulated just by holding your lungs in that position of a slow exhale. Now, there's another way to do it where you actually exhale through your mouth. So you're gonna have to drop your tongue just out of the spot a little bit. So you can exhale through your mouth. And that's called pursed lips breathing, where you make a little tiny, like you're blowing out a little tiny straw. And now you're gonna create a little bit of back pressure. So you have to squeeze a little bit more with your muscles of exhalation to get that to exhale. Okay, so there's 2 versions of that. And you can assess and reassess whichever one is best for you. Now, I want to switch over to the inhalation focus. And again, the reason why I switch these around is because exhalation focused is going to activate a different part of your brain stem than inhalation focused. And that can affect you differently depending on how your day's been going and what's going on. So it's important to on a regular basis, reassess, figure out which one's better for you, the inhalation focus or the exhalation focus, or maybe some of the other drills, some of the box breathing or triangle breathing or sniff puff or burst breathing, some of the things we've looked at. So it's important to assess that. But I want to focus on inhalation right now because I want to work on a little bit of this, what I call 3D breathing, or if you can't 3D breathe, start out with just belly breathing. And that's going to be inhalation focus. We're going to think about that, okay? So there's 2 ways to do this. You can use your hands. You can get something, well, there's 3 ways. You can use your hands. You can wrap something around you to give a little bit of resistance and breathe into that. Or you can lay down and put something on your belly, just your hands or a light book or a light cat or something pleasant and have that on your stomach. And then when you inhale and you inhale down into here, that's going to move your stomach out and we'll see it or feel it move. So either lay down and put your hands or something on your belly that's not crushing you, right? Just something light, or get ready with your fingers here and I'll show you how to set that up, or get something like a towel, an exercise band, a belt, anything that you can wrap around you to just give yourself a little bit of resistance. Again, it's not super tight, but it's just something so that when you're inhaling, you can feel that. And I particularly like something wrapped around because then you can feel it also on your sides and then your back as you're inhaling, you can feel it all the way around. Whereas if you're just using your hand or laying down or something like that, you kind of just feel it in your belly. Now, if you don't have anything to wrap around you, you can sit down and have something kind of wedged into the small of your back right here, like a pillow or sitting against a chair. For me, this is the hearth of my fireplace. And if I back up into that, it goes right across that spot. So if I inhale and I'm inhaling properly, I can feel just a little bit of resistance on there. Now, not as much as the band. That's actually my favorite, is wrapping the band around. But you can also just make a loose fist and just put it back there in your back and inhale. And you can feel that move a little bit sometimes too. Okay, so enough explanation. Here we go. I'm going to demonstrate the hands one just because it's a little bit easier. And I'm going to stand up on my tippy toes so you can see my hands. Take your thumbs, stick them in your side in the squishy spot, bring them together. So my thumbs and hands are splayed out wide like this, so that your hands, your index finger is touching your skin on your belly, and they're just touching here when you're mostly exhaled, and then your thumbs are back here, right? So now when I inhale, you can see a little bit of separation there, and when I exhale, they come back together. And again, I'm not moving my hands, and I'm not just pushing my belly in and out, because see, I can just do that, and that's not breathing down and low. So your diaphragm is a domed shaped muscle. It's underneath your ribs, underneath your lungs, and on top of all your guts. Now, this is super important when you look into the research on this. When you inhale down low like that, it massages your guts. It moves them around, all your liver and your kidneys and your intestines and all that stuff. It moves it around and gives it a nice massage, which all those parts of your body really like. They like moving. It also moves lymph. There's some pretty cool like x-rays of people breathing down into here and all this stuff moving around and seeing all it does. So if you check your breathing and you're breathing like this, so inhale, exhale, and you're breathing up here, you're not pushing all this stuff down and out, okay? So that's why I keep going back to this and try to get you to practice it. So if you have any questions about how to do this, if you're trying to do it and you just can't get it, then type in the comments there or send me an email at kyle@coachkyle.com, and I'll be happy to help you, coach you through it, and try to figure it out, because this is that important, okay? So eventually we start with just the belly moving, but eventually we get our sides and the back, and then that's where it's 3D moving and everything's moving well. Okay, so let's do some inhalation focused breath. So we're going to do long inhales. And when you exhale this time, try to blow out as much of the air as you can. Really create, not to where you're passing out or hurting yourself, right? But create some tension down here in your belly. Maybe even, put a pillow or just make a loose fist and just kind of not give yourself a Heimlich maneuver, okay? But just kind of, and help push some of that air out, okay? So we get as much air out, and then we're going to start inhaling, okay? So don't do it yet. Watch me. It'll be, and I'm inhaling. And we're going to take a big inhale down low, okay? So let's try that one time together. So go ahead and exhale everything out. Squeeze it out. And then start inhaling. And then just let it out and breathe normal. All right, so now we're going to do that again. And this time I want you to try to see if you can, we're going to do a quicker inhale than I did that time. We're going to go for a faster one. And we're going to see if we can feel this stuff down here moving and expanding, okay? So whether you got something wrapped around, you're laying on your back with your stomach here, or something like, or your stomach here, of course your stomach is there with your hands here, something to give you some feedback. Okay, so here we go. Let them all there out. We're gonna breathe in probably like 2 seconds, just to see if we can feel it moving, okay? So breathe out, and then in, then out, and then in. Okay, and relax. Now, did you feel things moving? Hopefully you did. So now we're going to slow it down a little bit, and we're going to try to fill this up more. And as we fill this area up and breathe down and low, eventually that's going to fill up. And then the only space left to breathe is going to be up high. So you'll breathe in here, and this is going to come out, and then eventually that's going to fill up, and then you can, and then at the end, you'll see this move a little bit. So you're filling up your lungs all the way as much as you can get them, okay? So I can't breathe in and talk at the same time. So I'm gonna do it once talking and not really doing it, and then I'm gonna do it once with you, okay? So exhale all the air out, push it all out, push it all out. Now start breathing in, breathe in, breathe in, breathe in. Fill up around here, keep breathing in. And now at the last little bit, bring this up and fill up here and let it all out, okay? Let's do that one more time. So all your air out, push it out, all the air out. Once it's all out, start breathing in, fill up this area, breathe in, start filling up here, fill it up, and let your air out, okay? Now this time I'm actually gonna do it with you, and so I won't be able to talk, okay, except for on the exhale part. So everything out. Squeeze, push it out. Start inhaling. And just breathe normal. Okay, so it's I can see on the camera it's not really easy to see all that's moving here. It is not a lot moving because it's just your lungs. It's not like flailing our arms around, right? Okay, let's do a check. Someone, check your neck. Actually, that's a little bit better for me. Neck range of motion is definitely better. So check that, do a body scan, whatever it is, see if that made you better or worse. Now, if it made you better, cool, we can keep doing exhalation focused drills. If not, if that made you worse, then we need to go back to, sorry, I said that wrong. If you're better, that meant the inhalation focused drill was good for you. If you're not better after that, then that means probably the exhalation focus was better. So you need to do the short inhale and the long exhale, or you're just trying too hard to breathe down and out. And sometimes that can get us a little bit flustered and then we reassess not quite so well. So you could always, after we're done here, just like when it's quiet, just lay down, see if you can get this to move. Okay. So how much time we got? Okay. Four-ish minutes. Okay, so let's do some inhalation focus without working so hard at trying to breathe down in here. But if it was working for you and you could get that to move and feel it, then go ahead and keep being aware of that. Okay, so we're just going to do like 4 reps of this. So we're going to go two, like just blow it all out and then breathe in for 6. Okay, so exhale everything out, in for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it out. In for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it out. In for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it out. One more time. In for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it out. And just breathe normal. Okay. We're going to do the reverse now. And if you know that's good for me or good for you, then just reverse your count. Okay. So this time we're going to do a quick in. So like a 2-second in and then a long out. Okay. So all your air out, inhale fairly quickly for 1, 2, and then out for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale out for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale out for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale out for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale out for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And relax and breathe normal. Okay. Take a deep breath. Do your assessment, check some more range of motion, do your body scan, how you feeling, you warmer, you colder, more relaxed, less relaxed, okay? You can figure out what the best drill is for you. Okay, I've got like a minute and a half left, so let's just do some relaxation. So what I want you to do is just breathe at your own pace. I don't care what that is, however you like to breathe, but as you're inhaling, I want you to say to yourself, breathe in. And as you're exhaling, I want you to say to yourself, breathe out. So breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Okay, so just go at your own pace, say breathe in and breathe out. And I'm just going to take us through a little bit of quick relaxation here in the next minute or two. Okay, so hopefully you're in a comfortable position. If you're not, get yourself in a comfortable position. I want you to breathe in and breathe out. Tell yourself that. Think about your right foot. Kind of ball up, scrunch your toes, ball up your foot a little bit, your right foot, and relax it. Now I want you to take your left foot and kind of scrunch that up a little bit, make it tight, and relax it. Okay, and I want you to take your right hand and kind of make a fist and scrunch that up and relax it. And now your left hand, scrunch that up, make a fist, and relax that. Okay, keep breathing in, breathing out. Okay, think about your lower part of your legs. So your shins, your calves, between your knees and your ankles. Try to make that relaxed as possible. If you want to kind of wiggle your leg around and shake it a little bit loose, shake your foot a little bit, that's fine. You can do that. Let's come up above the knee, between your knee and hips, and your hamstrings and your quads and all those great big muscles in your legs. Try to relax those, let some of that tension go. Breathe in and breathe out. Let a little bit more of that tension go out of those legs, around your hips. Okay, so we can get these really tight from sitting all day or whatever we're doing, right? So around your glutes, around your rear and your sides here and your lower stomach, just kind of try to release all that, release and relax all of that area. Keep breathing in and out. I see we're at 20 minutes. I'm just going to go through the rest of the body here a little bit. So if you're done, you can tune out. If you're cool with it, you can hang out with me for another minute and we'll go through, or two, and we'll go through the rest of the body. So we're up to our hips. Now think of your stomach, relax that, and your low back. Okay. Breathe in and breathe out. Relax that a little bit more. There's probably a little bit of tension still in there. You can let a little bit more of that tension out. And when you exhale, let that tension go out with your breath. Okay, so you're breathing in, find that tension, and blow it out and let it come out. Okay, now let's move up to between your shoulder blades. Okay, back here and your upper mid back, that area, relax that. Okay, across the front, so your shoulders and your chest, this whole area here, try to relax it. Breathe in and breathe out. Okay, your traps, so this area here, up into the back of your neck, relax that, the front of your neck. Breathe in and breathe out, come up to your jaws, actually give them a little massage here. Try to make that as relaxed as possible. Relax your ears. No, it's kind of a weird thing, but try to make your ears relaxed, come up around to the top of your head, make that all relaxed. Okay, let's go back to our fingers. So our hands, we relax them a little bit, shake them out, relax those some more, breathe in, breathe out. Remember, as you're breathing out, try to breathe out the tension. Think about your forearms and your wrists and your elbows and relax all of that. Breathe in and breathe out. Now your main part of your arms, your biceps, your triceps, this area here between your shoulder and your elbow, relax that as much as possible. Let that relaxation as your exhale come up over your shoulders. And with your next exhale, more tension is leaving, coming out, right? A couple more, and when you're exhaling, try to think of that air flowing up in your head and out your nose. Breathe in. Breathe out. Let the tension go. One more time, breathe in and breathe out. Okay. Now, if you're relaxed and your eyes are closed and you're feeling comfortable, fantastic. You can hang out here as long as you want like that. I'm going to sign off here in a second. But wake yourself at some point. Just take your time, and when you're ready, come back and open your eyes, and you don't have to do that yet, but just keep telling yourself breathe in and breathe out and hang out at this space for a little while, as long as it feels comfortable for you. And then when you're done, you can start coming back and turn off your computer and don't look at computers for a while. So I just see a comment, it's like, well, one of you is now yawning. Awesome. That means you're relaxing. So that's good. If you hear your stomach gurgling, that's good too. Sometimes that's a funny one. Our voice will drop because our throat relaxes, our stomach can gurgle, we can yawn. All these are good signs of that you're doing some relaxing. All right. It was good seeing everybody. We'll be back on Thursday for another set of this. And look for an email for the link for that. And if you have any questions, send them my way, Kyle@coachkyle.com. That's Kyle with a C, C-Y-L-E at coach, C-O-A-C-H, C-Y-L-E, coachkyle.com. All right. Thanks. Take care. Bye.